Jai Shri Ram. My name is Chintamani Rath. I have been asked to speak about the significance of Diwali in our culture. That is the culture of those of us who who originate from the Indian subcontinent. Diwali is commonly explained as the short form of Deepaavalee. Deepa, this word means lamps. And Deepavali means a line of lamps or a garland of lamps. And the explanation goes, the popular explanation goes, that Deepavali or Diwali symbolizes things like life over death, light over darkness, good over evil, knowledge over ignorance. This is all very good as far as it goes. But every culture in the world has these concepts: light over darkness, good over evil. These are quite universal in practically every culture of humankind. It does not explain why Deepavali is celebrated in India at this time of the year. What is so special? Well, Diwali, is indeed a very significant time for us. Now, India has given rise to four great world religions. They are called the Sanatani group of religions. The word Sanatana means eternal. Sanatani group of religions, four of them. The oldest, the earliest is Hinduism. It's my religion, the religion to which I belong. Then came Jainism. Then came Buddhism, and then came Sikhism. For all the followers of each of these religions, Deepavali is significant. For those of the Jain religion, of Jainism, Deepavali is significant because at this time of the year, on the day of Deepavali, the last Tirthankara, that is their last final prophet, he attained salvation, because we say moksha on this day. So those who adhere to Jainism, they observe this day in a very solemn manner. They commemorate this historical event in their history. For Buddhists, this is a very significant day because on this day, Gautama the Buddha, he returned to his kingdom, capital city of Kapilavastu. That is the capital city of the kingdom of Buddha, from where Buddha started his philosophic journey. So, Buddha was a prince, and one day he renounced the world and went away in search of truth. And having found it, he came back on this day. And he gave a very important discourse. And Buddhists celebrate this time of the year, Deepavali, with lamps, with lights, in a very solemn manner. For Sikhs, there are at least four historic events that occurred at this time of the year. They call this day Deepavali Bandi Chhod Divas. I understand that there will be another presentation. Someone from the Sikh religion will speak a little more about that. For us, Hindus, there are several important historic events that occurred that we celebrate. Now, Deepavali is celebrated on the new moon day of the month of Kartika. So it is this time of the year in our calendar. There is a month that we call Kartika. The new moon day of that month is the day of Deepavali. It is the third day of a series of 5 days, 2 before and 2 afterwards. So day number 1, 2, then 3, then 4 and 5. In each of these 5 days, different historical events occurred in our history. Events occurred and we commemorate those events at this time of the year. Hence, Deepavali is significant to us. Our history goes back many, many millennia. There are scholars who say this is at least 17,000 years old, our history, recorded history. Some say even more. There are scholars I have read saying this is 26,000 years old, and they have provided their own evidence and so on. Anyway, it's very old. So at different times, at different ages, different years, at this time of the year, various events of significance took place. And we celebrate this time of the year, we commemorate those events. The first day of the 5 days, now just before the first day, the day before the first day, we worship cows. Cows are holy for all of us in the Sanatani group of religions. We worship cows. And why we do that is not the subject of this talk. There can be a big talk on that subject. We call this Govatsa Dwadashi. Dwadashi means the 12th day of the moon. And on that day we worship cows. That's how it starts. Then the first day is Dhanvantari Trayodashi. Trayodashi means the 13th day of the moon, leading to the new moon, therefore. And on this day, the first day of the 5 days, we celebrate or we worship Dhanvantari. Dhanvantari is a form of Vishnu, the supreme creator of this universe. And Dhanvantari is the form of Vishnu where Dhanvantari cures people from all ailments. Dhanvantari is the celestial physician. He is the physician, the surgeon, and the psychiatrist. Ayurveda, our healing science, deals with all of this, and we worship Dhanvantari on that day. Dhana, this word also means wealth. And on this day, we celebrate wealth. We buy a token, for example, something made of gold, symbolizing wealth. We bring wealth into our homes. It's called Dhanteras, which is a form of saying Dhanvantari Trayodashi. That's the first day. The second day, this is a historic event where Krishna, he killed the demon Narakasura. The Narakasura was a demon who was terrorizing the world. He was a terrorist with his army of terrorists. And Krishna destroyed Narakasura and saved the world from Narakasura. So we call this day Naraka Chaturdashi. We worship Lord Krishna. On this day, we also perform or we pay homage, we perform rituals in memory of our ancestors. This is called Deepadana Shraddha. Now, about a month before Deepavali, we had invited our ancestors to our home, and They were with us. 3 generations on our mother's side, 3 generations on our father's side, male as well as female ancestors. We had invited them to our homes, and on this day, the second day of Deepavali, we send them off. And we say, you came in darkness, go in light. We light lamps. We let off fireworks to ensure that their way back is well lit, because they had come in darkness. Now they go in light. This Deepadana Shraddha is the second day. The third day is the day of Deepavali, the proper day. This is the new moon day. 3 important events occurred at 3 different stages in our very long history. The last of these 3, the nearest to the present day, was when one of our kings, whom we worship, Rama, after a period of 14 years of exile in the forest, he returned to his capital city of Ayodhya. And the people of Ayodhya welcomed him with joy by lighting lamps and setting off fireworks. This is Deepavali, garland of lamps, or lines of lamps. Why he went on exile for 14 years, what happened, is not the subject of this talk. Another event before Rama, in another period of history, on this day, was our goddess of prosperity, Lakshmi. She chose her divine consort Vishnu as her life partner in Swayamvara. Swayamvara is a form of marriage where, in our culture, where the lady shortlists the prospective grooms, and then they stand before her and she garlands the one that she chooses as her life partner. That's what Lakshmi, our goddess of prosperity, goddess of wealth, she chose Vishnu in Swayamvara. She garlanded Vishnu as her royal consort. And so this was their wedding day. And we worship Lakshmi and Vishnu on this day, Deepavali. The third event was Kali, the goddess Kali, destroying Rakta Bija, the demon Rakta Bija. Now the Rakta Bija is a demon representing the desires and cravings in our mind, the evil thoughts, or the thoughts that lead us astray. Rakta Bija was a demon. If you chopped off his head, or if you cut him, and if his blood fell on the ground, then out of that droplet of blood grew another demon equal in power to that demon. So you could not destroy it. You could not kill the demon. If you kill one of those cravings or thoughts that you have, another bad thought comes in your mind. And that's how humans are. The moment we destroy one thought, another thought takes its place. We destroy that, another takes its place. There is no end to it. It's Rakta Bija is in our mind. So when the demon Rakta Bija and his army, terrorists of those times, could not be destroyed, then Parvati, the goddess Parvati, she frowned. She was the consort of Shiva, the god of destruction. She frowned. And out of that frown came the goddess Kali. And Kali was fearsome. She was there in her destructive mode, in destroyed mode, because she wanted to destroy these thoughts, Rakta Bija. So that's the concept. And she did not allow, she spread her tongue and drank every drop of blood. When Rakta Bija was killed, she did not allow the blood to fall on the ground. She absorbed everything. Kali absorbs all our evil thoughts, all our cravings, all our bad desires. That is the concept. She grew out of the frown of Parvati. That is Kali. So we worship Kali on this day. We say Kali, Kali, Mahakali, Kalike, Papanashini. Papanashini means the destroyer of sins, the destroyer of evil. That's how we worship Kali. On the fourth day, so that was the main day, Deepavali, the fourth day is significant for three things, three historical things. One was Krishna. He protected his kingdom from the fury of Indra. That's another story. There is no time here, or it's out of scope to go into this in detail, by lifting the Govardhana hill. So we worship Krishna on this day because of that feat, that pastime that he did. On another period in our history, on the day after Diwali, that's the fourth day in the 5 days, the second day after, the day after Diwali, one of the incarnations of Vishnu, Lord Vamana, he banished Bali to the nether world, which is present-day South America. That continent is opposite India, and that's the nether world. So we worship Vishnu in the form of Vamana. And third, one of our kings, Vikramaditya, he started a new calendar on this day. And a section of Indians, a large section of Indians, start their year on this day. This is the New Year day for a section of us in India. So that's the fourth day in the series of 5 days. And the fifth day is Bhratri Dvitiya. Bhratri means brother. Dvitiya means the second day of the moon. So the new moon, then the first day, and now the second day of the moon. Bhratri Dvitiya, the fifth day in the series. One of our gods, Yama, these are historical events. He went to his sister, Yami, and Yami applied the auspicious tilaka. You see the tilaka on my forehead. That is a sign of auspiciousness that she applied on the forehead of her brother. And this is a day that celebrates the special bond between brother and sister. There is another day like this called Raksha Bandhan. It's another time, and something else happened at that time. But here we celebrate the brother and sister bond that we all have with our brothers and sisters. This Bhratriditya. These are the 5 days that we celebrate during this time of the year. We light lamps, we cook sweets and other vegetarian food. We share and distribute. We wear new clothes. We have guests coming, and we go as guests. We set off fireworks. We enjoy this time of the year with great solemnity as well as merriment. So this, in short, is what we do and why Diwali is so significant to us. Happy Diwali, Shubha Deepavali. Om.